Dave Helman, I've been waiting for this conversation.
And they call me biased.
I've been waiting for this conversation. I agree with Jason Witten.
What?
I do.
No weakness.
No weakness. Now,
Why?
when I think about a weakness, I think about, do you have a player that will cost you a game? That is what I think about a weakness. Like, do you got a guy that will lose the game for you? Cowboys don't have a weakness. Now, their strengths might not be all that strong, but I don't think they have a weakness. You could say the cornerback opposite Trayvon Diggs, Mayshawn Wright. You could argue that that is a weakness, but that is the only thing that you better fix your lips to argue. Because even if Leighton Vander Esch ain't there, Anthony Barr is there. I don't want to hear nothing about that defensive line. The back end has been nice. Jaron Kearse has been in his bag, forcing turnovers, making big hits, all of the things. Offensively, don't speak to me about the running backs. Don't you dare speak to me about the running backs. Offensive line, you going to tell me them 3 Hall of Famers? Jason Peters, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, y'all only got to play 4 games. They can't be a weakness. Quarterback, Dak Prescott, #1 offense in football. He can't be a weakness. Out there, CeeDee Lamb, he about to have, 1,300 yards? He can't be a weakness. So I cannot find, and I looked all over, and I couldn't find no weaknesses. Dave Helman, I know you looked long and hard. Is there a weakness?
You already said it.
Which one?
You just glazed right over it like it wasn't a big deal. How can you not be worried about this secondary when you're about to go into a playoffs where you have to play Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, maybe Deebo Samuel? Am I missing anybody?
Hey, there you go.
The Cowboys secondary is a problem. And by the way, if you're really paying attention,
I am.
The defense has been a problem since Thanksgiving. It ain't the unit that got them 4 wins when Dak Prescott wasn't there. Gave up 355 passing yards to Gardner Minshew.
350, yeah.
They gave up. They lost. The Eagles lost that game.
I'm gonna say it's 350. I'm just trying to.
Okay, all right. They gave up 318 to Trevor Lawrence. They even let Josh Dobbs look good against them. Like, Josh Dobbs played a great game in his first career start against this secondary. By the way, I know you don't want to hear about the defensive line, and I'm sorry. They got 3 sacks in the last 3 games.
That's a weakness. DeMarcus
They're
Ware.
30th in the league.
Micah Parsons.
They're 30th in the league over the last 3 games.
He just said Harrisburg a weakness.
Nah,
They're not getting to the quarterback.
He just said the young bull.
He said the group. Parsons is great, but the group.
They're all talented.
30th,
They're not getting sacks.
They got 50 sacks on the season.
They've got 3 in the last 3 weeks. I don't care that they got 7 against the Rams 2 months ago. I'm talking about the here and now, my guy. Look, this defense worries me. And, okay, even if you don't want to hear about the 3 sacks, which they have 3 in the last 3 games, that doesn't seem problematic to you. They were getting 5, 6, 7, 8
Here's my
in a
thing,
game.
Dave. I wish you was a defensive coordinator, Shad. I wish he was. I wish you would fix your lips to walk into the defensive meeting room and tell me the DBs that are #1 in the league in turnovers are a weakness. I wish you would look at Trayvon Diggs and be like, hey, man, you're a weakness. I wish you would look at Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Ware, amongst others, and try to tell them that they are weak. I wish you would.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
DeMarcus
Ware is going into the Hall of Fame in a couple months.
He is.
I mean, but, like, are you... You ready for this? Are you watching the games?
Yes.
I'm watching.
They don't look the same. This unit doesn't look the same. It doesn't look as terrifying. We've seen the secondary get exposed in every game they've played. Again, was it Zay Jones just double moved the hell out of the Dallas secondary in Jacksonville? Was it Devontae Smith put Trayvon Diggs on roller skates in the red zone on 4th down?
What's the strength? Joy, he seems like a pessimist. He seems like a pessimist. Joy, you know I've heard this quote. An optimist will be right, and a pessimist, I don't know.
No.
What's the quote?
I don't know. This is your territory.
Yeah,
I know
you're
it's in my brain, but I'm going to mess it up more than pessimists are right. I don't know. I'm a realist, and this is a problem.
Oh, no.
He's right. He's right, and we still all feel like they're probably going to disappoint because it's the Cowboys. Think about it. If this team was called anything else.
Oh, if they didn't have a star on their helmet, I'd be like, yeah, they're at least getting to the divisional round.
Very legitimate chance of making a run this year. They're 2nd in points per game, 9th in yards per game, 3rd down percentage. The defense, scoring defense, 6th in the league, takeaways 1st, sacks 3rd, even though they only had 3 in the last 3 games. We know they're capable of doing that. To me, a weakness is this whole part of your team is a disaster. It's a liability.
Okay.
You can't win with the product that you're putting on the field.
That's fair.
I say all this to say I have absolutely no faith in the Cowboys whatsoever this year, but They have everything they need to win a Super Bowl. If this wasn't called the Cowboys, we would not say that.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't want to sound like I'm supporting the Cowboys here, because really what I'm saying is y'all have no excuses. Every single year it's something. You have a Super Bowl winning coach. You have a legitimate quarterback. You have a great run game. The offensive line isn't a problem. You have a great defense. You have a decent secondary. Since we don't want to say good.
I can tell I'm too.
The wide receivers are capable.
I'm too close because everything she's saying, I'm like, yeah, but like, are
What
they?
is this? Yeah, but because it's the Cowboys and you don't want to go out on that ledge. I'm with you. I'm sober off Cowboys juice. I hear you. I'm just saying every year the Cowboys, all Cowboys fans are telling me I'm a hater. Go do it. What do you need? What else do you want? You're being greedy. What else could you possibly want?
I haven't heard from you yet, Shady, but I have heard that an optimist will be successful and a pessimist will be right.
That's it.
There it is.
There it is. 2-5.
I'm always optimistic.
Cowboys got weaknesses, big dog? If so, what is it? Who is it? Where is it?
They do, right? They really, really do. Now, listen. Now, look. I'm going to piggyback what he said first before I give you who I think is the true issue weakness, right? Now, talk about the defense. They did give 40 points up to the Jaguars.
That happened.
They did give 30-some points up to a backup quarterback.
That happened.
That did happen.
That did happen.
So, but that's just for his argument. But for my argument, it's all with the quarterback, Dak Prescott, right? He can be the Dak Prescott that's like, bang, 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 touchdown, 52 points, leads the, since he's been back, he has the most with 30 points a game. He can be that Dak Prescott, or he can be the Dak Prescott that's only played in, 11 games, has 14 points, tied for the most picks in the NFL. He could be the Dak Prescott that in the last 6 games, he's thrown a pick in every one of them games. Like, you guarantee things in life. You're gonna die. Yeah. That's just part of it. And
Dak, taxes. Taxes too.
Oh, tax. That's another one. And you go on, and Dak gonna give you some picks. When you look at it, right, all the times that Dak threw picks, they won games, right? They beat, like, the Texans, the Titans, you know. They came back and beat them and won them games. But the other good teams, you can't do it with the good teams. You can't throw picks and win. Let me give you this stat, because I know y'all love stats, right?
Love big stat guy.
He loves stats.
Big stat guy.
I love stats.
Eagles, Niners, Vikings, those are all playoff teams, right?
Sir.
They're 26-0 this year when they win the turnover battle. Ooh. So that means, Dave Helman, that if your boy or your boys, they throw these picks, they're going to lose to the good teams. And the weakness I see with the Cowboys is Dak Prescott. It's which one? It's more like, not even a weakness, it's a question mark.
Fair.
You're going to play good, right? Smart with the ball, efficiently, or you're going to be the Dak that, 11 games, 14 picks, the most in the NFL. Talk to me.
That's the beauty of it, though. Like, he's both in every game, and they just keep winning.
Let me say it again, because he didn't hear me.
He didn't hear you.
He's both.
26-0, Eagles, Eagles, Niners, Vikings. When they win a turnover battle.
He threw a pick 6 to your Birds and beat them. That happened. Full strength.
Turnover battle.
Full strength defense.
Wait, turnover battle. Okay. Right? We didn't win that one. Y'all did.
Sure you remember
Our quarterback had 4 turnovers?
3, and then the opposite.
Yeah, so y'all won that.
Dak doesn't play those guys. All Dak does is bomb away for 52 yards to T.Y. Hill.
Well, hold on. I thought they had weaknesses.
No, they do. No, notice, I didn't spend any time talking about their offense. They got one of the best offenses in the league.
We're going to see.
Let me ask you this then, Dave. In all seriousness, if I look at the rest of the NFC, I don't see the Cowboys having a weakness that is worse than any other team.
No, that's true.
You're like San Francisco 49ers. Opposite Travarius Ward, they have Lenore at cornerback. That's the weakness. If you look at the Philadelphia Eagles, and if Chauncey Gardner-Johnson doesn't come back, Reed Blankenship and Josiah Scott. Those are the weaknesses. Nickelback, safety. If you look at the Minnesota Vikings, their infrastructure is a weakness. Not an individual, but the infrastructure. If you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, their infrastructure is a weakness. Clearly, you can say they don't run the ball, but the infrastructure of running the ball is a weakness. The New York Giants, they don't have any playmakers not named Saquon Barkley. Whoever makes it in as that 7th seed, y'all know how many weaknesses the Lions or the Packers have. So when you level the playing field and you say, compared to all these other weaknesses, that's why I'm with Joy. The Cowboys don't have any weakness compared to anybody else.
Joey put it perfectly. It's because it's the Cowboys. I don't trust them. They are not deserving of trust. They have as good of a roster as you could expect a team to have at this point in the year. I think the Niners and Eagles have better rosters. The Cowboys don't have a debilitating problem that should keep them from advancing.
But me too. Can I do
they're the Cowboys, though.
You go first.
So wait,
why should I trust them?
So do the Eagles have any weaknesses?
Yeah. Nickelback safety.
but the Cowboys
Oh,
don't.
so nickelback and safety is okay for the Eagles, but the fact that the Cowboys don't have a quarterback
Now what are you
too.
talking about? I'm about to leave because I'm trying to do my job. I'm trying to be serious about it. How the heck can the Eagles have weaknesses but the Cowboys don't?
The Cowboys don't have a weakness in safety. The Cowboys have a weakness in Nashon Wright.
I'm saying in general.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like, what are
I'm
you talking
saying
about?
that the Cowboys have no weaknesses compared to anybody else because everybody got a weakness. So
Right.
if everybody got a weakness, then don't tell me that they got a weakness. Because if the playing field is one weakness, if the playing field is one player on every team is suspect, then if the Cowboys just have that one suspect player, then they like everybody else.
I wouldn't even go to one player. Any player on any team can make a mistake and cost you a game.
Right.
I'm talking about you have an entire department.
Position,
Like you have a whole position group that is like none of these guys would start on any other team. This is a disaster. It's a liability, and any team that plays you is going to exploit this in your team.
Cowboys ain't got that.
So out of the, we can count the Vikings if y'all want to, but the main three teams in the playoffs you're gonna say is for the NFC East.
Niners, Eagles, Cowboys.
Yes, sir.
So out of them three, right? Who's the weakest team out of all them three?
Cowboys.
I think. Well, I would say from a individual's perspective, defensively, I think the Eagles have the biggest weaknesses. The Eagles are playing backups. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson not there.
Yo,
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson not there.
he will be there playing. What you think? What you think? He's a Cowboy.
You better give me a name.
He's a Cowboy guy.
You better tell me who.
It's like Jerry Jones.
Don't take Reed Blankenship over Jaron Curse.
I mean,
let the man talk.
You answer.
If we're splitting hairs between these three teams, don't you think the biggest weakness is that Brock Purdy starts at quarterback for one of them?
Not with that defense.
A rookie
Not with that defense.
I feel better with the teams starting an MVP candidate and a 2-3-time Pro Bowler.
Oh, so the 49ers will be last?
No, that's not what I said. I said biggest weakness.
All this fancy talk. Give me your three, please, in order. Dang.
Give me your three.
Eagles, Niners, Cowboys. In terms of, like, best to
Eagles,
worst.
Niners, exactly. So all this, y'all last, brother. Come on now. And you know that.
I think Joy boiled this down perfectly.
Yes, she did.
If they were any other team, I would be like, yeah, the Cowboys are straight. They're great.
But here's my only
But they
issue,
are the Cowboys.
I'm going to make you answer this here shortly. If Dak is as good as he tells all of us Dak is, I think Dak is better than you think he is. Joy thinks Dak is better than I think he is, and Dave thinks Dak is better than the whole world thinks he is. If Dak is as good as everybody thinks he is, you got to stop telling me how the Cowboys, whatever that means, the Cowboys aren't good enough. Because the players make up the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard. All I know is come game day, Jerry Jones ain't on the field. I ain't seen him take none of these. I ain't seen him do none of these. I ain't seen him form tackle. So if Dak is as good as you telling me he is, then I need an explanation eventually.
You know that's a damn lie.
What explanation do you want? That they have a top 3 offense in the league despite a leaky O-line and a receiver core that nobody would want?
What will be the reason the Cowboys lose?
Their defense either won't get turnovers and their offense will turn the ball over. Both, probably. I mean, look, I can't argue
turnovers.
Dak has thrown too many picks this year. I've never tried to dispute that fact.
You kind of did.
No, that's never happened, man. I'm with you way more than you think. But Dak is good enough.
Dak is all the quarterbacks.
Dak's good enough to overcome.
We're on Dave's head today. I'm sorry, Dave.
Dak is the last.
Out of who?
Him and Kurt is like they're like
What? Why?
Because Kurt's best can be. They like the same guy. They're the same guy.
Go for 40.
Dak hasn't played a game all year like Kirk just played in Green Bay the other day.
He's not wrong.
Get out of here. Get out of here with that.
I'm taking Jalen. I'm taking Purdy in front of him, and then
He only threw one pick.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.